After the unsuccessful treatment, the veterinarians threw the puppy out on the street. The reason was weak and shivering, the tiny puppy lay abandoned on the cold pavement, cast out after the veterinarians deemed his treatment a failure. Left to fend for himself, his fate seemed sealed until something unexpected happened. A frail bandaged puppy was found curled up in a trash can, his tiny body trembling from exhaustion. A woman spotted him struggling to eat a sausage. Someone had offered it, but without removing the wrapper, leaving the poor pup chewing through plastic. His eyes held a deep sadness, and his tattered bandages told a silent story. He had been surviving on the streets for days, his injured paw left untreated. A closer look revealed traces of numerous medical procedures, as if the tiny pup had been hastily patched together and abandoned. Donna, the young woman who found him, was convinced he had been used for practice by veterinary students. And when something went wrong, they simply discarded him, leaving him to fend for himself on the unforgiving streets. An X-ray confirmed Donna's suspicions, but even seasoned veterinarians struggled to decipher the methods used in the puppy's treatment. No clinic in the city claimed any connection to the abandoned pup, yet the evidence was undeniable. Someone had performed medical procedures on him. The signs of intervention were clear, though the intent and execution remained a troubling mystery. So, did they all take place in a basement? The puppy's front paw simply did not work. He dragged it behind him, slightly raised in the air. Although the girl took the puppy off the street, she did not know how else she could help him. The little one tried to walk, but just watching him was painful. It was terrifying to think about what the puppy experienced during the process. I understood that the treatment would not be easy and would clearly cost a lot, but I also knew that this was the only chance for the animal to have a full life. After some doubts and reflections, just a few days later, our volunteer met the little one at the Moscow airport. Donna did everything in her power to help the little one to begin with. She simply did not walk past him. We named the dog Wally. In reality, Wally turned out to be very thin and tiny. The little one is quiet and modest. He trustingly snuggles up to everyone and seems to hold his breath, afraid to scare away those who are near him. Although tears stood in the puppy's eyes, he tried his best not to cry. The real surprise for Wally was not only the bowls of food and water in his hospital box, but also the toys, which he apparently had never seen before. The tiny pup was so happy that he momentarily forgot his injury, eagerly playing without a care. However, when the doctors conducted a thorough examination, the results left them in shock. At just 1.5 months old, Wally had already endured unimaginable cruelty at the hands of people who could never be called veterinarians, only butchers. Inside the puppy's tiny body, doctors found a plate of the wrong size, with mismatched screws that had been crudely forced in only to fall out. The botched procedures seemed almost deliberate, as if meant to ensure he would never walk again. But Wally's fight wasn't over. He underwent his first surgery in the capital, taking his first step toward a new chance at life. The tiny pup received a temporary implant, but undoing the damage wouldn't be quick. He would need at least 2 more surgeries, the final one scheduled for his first birthday. Wally struggled with the procedures, his small body finding it difficult to endure, but there was hope. Despite everything, his resilience shone through, and those caring for him believed he had the strength to make a full recovery. What an incredible story! If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so please leave a comment below. See you in the next video.